what appears to have died. This is terrible. Error. Zero. Scanning for nuns, boys and girls. Scanning, scanning. None could be located. This work has become a desolate nightmare. Happy
Every time I
holidays.
see you return from investigating one of these signals, it just makes me smile.
So, shall we begin? There are some Excellent. Or rather, the lack of it. In order to solve...
I miss research and science and discoveries.
If only it were that simple.
Screw it.
The safe can only be opened with a key. A key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you. You will? Oh, wie wunderbar. Best of luck.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
It's safer down in the lower levels again, now that the infestation is taken care of.
Now that the generator is fixed, I can hear myself think again.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs.
There were other vaults than
before the
ours.
storms.
Are you really that surprised?
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Nothing to worry about, though. Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply run. There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
There was a landslide around the mansion.
Are there many like us out there? You know, with the skin?
Landslide around the mansion?
What the hell are you doing in here? Get your filthy hands off her! Very well. But I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate a stranger manhandling your spouse. This arrangement is in her best interest. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know? She is my other half, and life is just not complete without her. Of course, she has the key herself. I should have known. Apologies for the confusion. I often forget just how unusual my situation has become. I was born blind, and lived that way even after becoming a ghoul, as you put it. However, as I've mentioned, an accident at this facility altered me, not unlike the lost that wander the surface. I see the world in pulses, wavelengths, a universe of violent synaptic connections, carving out and outlining every object and person. Navigation is trivial for me now. I was able to spot you in these sacred grounds even from my office. To the lost, I imagine this vision is a curse, a terrifying cataractous cloud that distorts their world. To me, it is a new life. Needless to say, I don't find myself bumping into things while getting around the vault anymore. She's perfect. Always has been. Always will be. The same incident that has put me into my condition. Well, it made her quiet. Tired. She'll be right in no time. All the more reason for you to get a move on with those weather machine blueprints. No? Is that what I've said? I suppose I revealed too much with too little context. Forgive me. Now isn't the time to discuss such things, not before you have a better grasp of what we are contending against here. Yes, very well. If you would excuse me, I would like a moment with my wife. Come find me when you have the blueprints.
Would you be starting to change things up around here? We got a system that did worse.
Should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. Full of extras. Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works, damn it.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't last.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. I miss research, and science, and discoveries.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know.
I could use some help over here.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
I believe you have something for me. Well, they're no good to me. I can't read them. Go deliver them to my daughter, Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine. Oh, and before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep that just between us. I'd hate for rumors to flutter about. You would have ranked among my best in the glory days. No nonsense. All action. Oh, and before you go off to Audrey, I would like you to indulge me in another thought exercise I've been meditating on. If you were to repair a ship by replacing it plank by plank, piece by piece, so much so that no single piece of wood from the original vessel remained, would you have a new ship? Or would it still be the original, only improved? Right you are, my friend. Both in the origins of the question and its complexity. Let's say for this example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship. Because I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced? Perhaps the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become something entirely new? Up. One moment. Let's perhaps hold on an answer. I'd rather that linger with you a bit. And you have important business to attend to. Now, off with you to see Audrey. She's buried in her books in the meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels. I could use some help over here.
There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
When it rains, it pours. You there! I don't know you. Why are you in my lab? What's this? Oh, the blueprints. Fantastic. Did my father send you? Are we hiring outside help for the mailroom now? Never mind that. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I finally have these. Sure is. Biologically, anyway. Can't say he's ever acted much like a father. Nowadays, he's more my boss than my dad. A boss that keeps interfering with my professional and personal life. Anyway, you were saying? Well, the name says it all. It used to be a machine that did the weather. You know, monitoring it, controlling it, just the usual stuff. I think we picked it up as a way to sweeten the pot when my father was getting the board to approve this vault. A bit of nepotism later, and here I am. My father refused to listen when I told him my talents are wasted on this machine, but in the end, the research fell off after the bombs fell. Later, we found a very important reason to look into it again, of course, which I'm not really comfortable sharing more on. Sorry, we did just meet after all. To summarize, this machine is important. My father wants it fixed, and I'd very much like Father to stop pestering me about it. Yes. Very excellent parcel delivery. Off with you, then. Actually, wait a moment. A helpful minion could be quite useful. Could you give me 2 seconds to read this? Here's a little reward for you. Count your bottle caps while I go over these blueprints. Come back when you're ready for more work. Perfect. The blueprints specify the exact part we're looking for. Well, I could use someone with outdoor experience for starters. Based on your skin condition, I'm guessing you're not from around here. That means you walked here. You're perfect for the job. Believe it or not, the Shenandoah Visitor Center has a device for monitoring the weather. While vastly inferior in complexity, it contains parts that you won't find out of any old toaster left to rot. It won't be a perfect fit, but even if the part is remotely close to the one that broke, I should be able to do some modifications to make it work. I'll analyze these blueprints more and do some research ahead of time, just in case. That just leaves you with the task of actually fetching it. If you don't mind, that is. Maybe. There's a lot more to it than just that. You're years behind us on this, so let's just ease you into it for now. To set your mind at ease, we're working toward not just fixing the weather, but possibly even the Lost themselves. You'll see. Just bear with us for a bit. We could really use your help on this. Thank you. The visitor center is just north of the manor, on the cliff. It's probably completely abandoned. The building isn't too big, so you should be able to find it easy enough. Once you have the part, come back here, okay?
Please clear the way. Joy, giving, and merriment in progress.
Whoa! Oh! Who are you? Don't hurt me, please. Whoa! Oh! Who are you? Don't hurt me, please. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's a relief. Well, it's not here. It's back in my bunker. There's a bit of a problem, though. The door to my bunker. got jammed from the inside and I got locked out. I just went out to get some essentials. I rarely leave the bunker. Of course, I had to lock myself out when I do. Anyway, good news is, there's a second entrance in the basement of this building. Bad news is there's a bunch of weirdos in there now. I don't know who they are or what they want. I've never seen them before. But they do not seem the friendly kind, huh? I just came in here minding my own business when I heard some creepy chanting and talks about some Alex sending them here for a sacrifice. I panicked and I locked them in. I don't think they noticed, but I bet they'll be real mad once they do. You've got yourself a deal. Come and let me know when they're all, dead. Stop. Never seen them before. Whilst they were locked up in there, I could overhear some of their conversations and chanting, though. They kept bringing up a moth an awful lot. Well, the radiation must have been too much for them. They also kept on and on about some big ritual and how some Alex had sent them here to help. Either way, I'm glad they're gone. And I hope this Alex person won't send any more this way. Oh, maybe we should have kept one of them alive, to pass on the message. Well, hindsight's 20/20, they say. A deal's a deal. Follow me. I'll show you to my bunker. The machine is in there. I'd ask what you need, but
Did you find the part we're looking for? What a relief. I must admit, I was a little unsure there would be any machine left to rescue parts from. I hope I didn't get you into too much danger to retrieve it. I knew you would be a good fit for the task. But that aside, I never heard of any cult in these parts. Then again, I never heard much about any cult in general. My father kept me fairly sheltered. Quite literally. I wonder what they were doing there. Alex? No, she couldn't be. Sorry, I knew someone named Alex. I never found out what happened to them when the bombs dropped, but it must be someone else. Would you mind getting the part in place? It should be pretty simple after my modifications. All the connectors are standardized now to fit a regular part. I do it myself, but I just need a minute to gather my thoughts. I mean equipment. I'll be right there. Got my equipment together. Let me see how you did in placing the part. Passable. You forgot to hook up a few of the connectors, but a solid attempt for a first-timer at weather machine repair. All that's left now is to get a scan of my mother's eyes. She is the only one in this vault authorized to override security checks when we reboot it.
Audrey! Audrey! I thought I heard your voice in here. Oh, and our new friend is with you. Good, we might need you. We have an emergency. Your mother. She's gone.
What do you mean, gone? I thought she was in stable condition.
No, not gone like that. She's not in her room. Someone has taken her. They've left a note. Oberlin read it out to me. Some gibberish about a Mothman.
Didn't you say they were connected to an Alex? So, if this Alex is connected to these cultists, and the cultists kidnapped my mother, could it really be her? Why would she take Mom?
Alex? The cult? Oh, that can't be. I took care of her.
What did you just say?
Nothing, my dear. I misspoke.
No. You definitely said I took care of her. Want to elaborate on how you took care of her father?
Okay, look. I didn't intend for you to find out, but she was a risk to your future and that of our family business. I had to ensure you would stay here with us. I only did what I had to do.
Why am I not surprised? I had a feeling you were behind her disappearance. How was your own daughter's happiness ever a risk? Every single bit of my life has always been dictated by you, and I have been miserable for all of it.
Now, that's not true. You've always loved all this tinkering and such. All I did was make sure you were safe and would focus on what's important. The family business. And look around. Look how well it has worked out. This machine you've helped build and maintain. It's a true masterpiece.
Are you delusional? Look at us! Look at those mad lost running around! Mom is in a coma, for God's sake! How has any of that worked out well? I cannot reason with the unreasonable. I need some air to process this.
She'll come to her senses. There's always a flair for the dramatic. Takes after her father, I suppose. We have more important business to discuss anyway. We need my wife back. Pronto. And you've more than proven yourself capable of that task. So please, I could use your assistance. Oh, that stupid letter is what got us all into the situation in the first place. I should be telling you off for putting your nose in what's none of your business, but I think we have long passed the point. Cassidy and I were shocked to read the note. Such vulgar language. To think she is well read is beyond me. But enough of that. Back to your assignment. We don't have time to get into this. She was a bad influence on my daughter, a threat to the family business. I had to protect the business, and most importantly, Audrey, from her communist ideas. Now can we focus on the real? As much as I'd like to trust Audrey, I had to make sure she wouldn't turn against me. Cassidy had to authorize any major changes or security checks to make sure Audrey is keeping on the right track. Thinking of it, it may have not been the best idea to only have one person authorized to do all this. Well, it's done now, so you better get going before they kill her. Wunderbar. Getting this machine repaired is in everybody's best interest. Now, the note left behind mentions something about an old abandoned mine. I remember there was only one within the park. Nearly purchased it at one point for some... actually, that's... Try and blend in as one of the cultists. I fear they may harm Cassidy if they spot an intruder. Find where they're keeping her and get rid of Alex. I expect you to do a better job than the last person I sent to deal with her. Preferably, yes. But I guess you're right. It's only led to more chaos, hasn't it? I guess you could try and talk some reason into her. I took it off Audrey. It appears to have been a gift from Alex. I thought it best to remove anything that might rouse up sentimental. You know the sorts. Silly young romances. Anyway, I think this could be enough. Yes. If that's the price I have to pay to get Cassidy back alive. Well, no. Maybe Audrey has a point with that whole happiness thing. Maybe you have a point about that whole violence thing. Anyway. Knew I could. Now you better get going. I will send out some...
Yes? Good. I'm busy anyway.
based on current number of registered naughty children. This unit is suffering from a severe shortage.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
Vendor not responsible for your safety or the safety of goods purchased. This vendor unit is equipped with anti-theft measures. Don't get any ideas, chump.
Calm down. Fine, stay here. Boring anyway. Myself!
If it's a Mothman, why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him. Where his wings flop, I'll go with him.
At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divine light. We are his flock, guiding him through his divine... Greetings, fellow cultist. How goes your cultist duties? Remind me what they
Great
were.
Mothman.
Hey,
Look upon your
I don't
lands
think
with
I've met
mercy
you yet.
and protect us from
Odd, I thought I knew all our believers. Anyway, I'm Scarlet. And you are?
Your lands with mercy and protect us.
Holy! Mothman, holy! And he has been guiding my path for quite some time now. But Alex has been a true prophet. We are so close to... What a stupid question. Oh, I almost envy her. She has... No, Scarlet, envy is an ugly thing. The Mothman shall receive... As you were.
They'll face his judgment.
Big Mothman. Keep me safe from the storm.
Huh? Oh, good day. My name is Blair. My name is Blair. I'm still a bit new around here. Who are you? How dare you? Putting my faith in question? Wait. Either? You're one of us. Oh, thank God. I mean, thank the Mothman. Well, presumably for the same reason you are. Aren't all the non-believers here for the same thing? To get back at Hugo for going back on the deal. And just generally being total filth. He screwed us over, big time. Made promises that upended our lives and put us all at risk. It's about time he gets what he deserves. I'm sure whatever he did to you makes you feel the same. Shh! Don't let him hear you say that. You can't put our disguise at risk. Not now that we're so close to completing our vengeance. Suit yourself. Not like I got anything else to do in these dark tunnels anyway. Truly an inspiration. We shall follow her lead. She's onto something big. Bigger than anyone here realizes. Make sure you do what she requests for this ritual. Yep, all ready for the big sacrifice. Just sitting in the dark, waiting for the light to consume us. Oh, well, me too. Good, prayings. You have rejoined us, and the flaps of his powdery embrace. That was weird. Let me try it here. Praise to him.
All hail the hairy moth! Holy Mothman! Holy... wise and welcome back! Protect us in our times of need. If it's a Mothman, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him. Where his
Password?
wings flop, I'll go with him.
Well, if he is, he better know the password.
At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be
You
showered.
either have a password, or you bet. I don't believe in magic.
We are his flock, guiding him through his equine.
Ha! Eager to learn more? Good. Oh, is he playing all important again? If I did, I'd tell you, but he won't tell me again either since I told a few others last time. He gets on my nerves. He keeps spreading his novice interpretations, but I can't spread the password. The word of the Mothman is as clear as the light that shall consume us. Unlike his passwords, which are very unclear. I like you. I'm sorry I can't help you with the password.
Our enemies can't hide. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment. Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm, and... His eyes burn like the night. No enemy can escape his light. His eyes burn like the night. No
You either have a password. You...
He is our shepherd in the light. The dark. Ah, shit. He looks after us. It calls to us. He calls to us. Eggs and not one omelet? Praise to him. All hail the hairy moth. Holy Mothman. Holy. don't remember your face. The pig can get lost. Soon he'll know the pain I felt when he took Audrey away. What a weird time to ask questions. I like to get to know my... Hugo caught wind that I was still in contact with Audrey after they moved to Shenandoah. He sent a goon to kill me, keep me away. The bombs fell as I was being attacked. Probably the only reason I managed to escape. I was out in the woods by myself, barely alive, getting my strength back. Until this lot found me and made me their leader. Lucky me, they've turned out to be a great help to make my revenge against Hugo a reality. I'm not alone in that. Many here want to see Hugo suffer, and I won't let you get in the way of that. That's really easy. Surprised you couldn't figure that one out yourself. Getting her was simple. Just convince some of our ghoul members that the Moth got them dolled up in some clean 63 jumpsuits and had them sneak in during the night. Good thing that door in the basement is wide open. Now they're all abuzz about a super special ritual, waiting for my next move. But I still haven't picked out the right tool for the job yet. Audrey was the only one who ever got me. Ran into each other in a bookstore in the before times. That nerd. God, I miss her. Her dad hated us being together. Thought I was a bad influence on her. Maybe I thought he was a capitalist pig. A family business was everything to him. And I guess I stood in the way. I'm sure she would understand. But also, look at me. I agree. And why would I do that? Hugo sent a what? Yeah, right. He cannot be trusted. It's not too late to change sides, you know. Wait. No, can't be. Maybe you're on to something after... Of course it was a trap. Well, it don't matter no if you see Audrey. Will you tell her I never stopped loving her? Heretic, do not let them follow the ritual!
If it's a moth man, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him.
If it's a moth man, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him.
with him.
At the time of recognizing...
I trust you have taken care of everything. And I can send my man out to get Cassidy. Oh, that. Clever, right? I had some of my engineers develop the mechanism years ago. I knew it would come in handy at some point. And what a lucky coincidence that I held on to that one, too. I take it was a success then. Alex is dead. So dramatic. Please, it was a necessary move, and you will be paid in kind for your involvement in it. With that matter settled, I will notify a team to conduct a rescue effort to bring Cass.
You're unbelievable. You just couldn't let it go, could you? The only solution you have is to just kill and kill and kill. I can't believe I came up here to try and talk this through. To try to make you see some reason. But I seem to have forgotten how efficient you are. After all these years of not knowing if she was still alive, I had a tiny spark of a hope that I could see her again. Now she's gone. For good. And there is no one else to blame but you. Both of you. How could you be so naive? Didn't you realize my father would stop at nothing to see her dead? Murder is nothing to him. It's a shortcut. You hear me, Father? That's all you are. A bloodthirsty murderer. I mean, what is Alex's life to you?
Seeing someone do
Just a
so
little
much
bit more
good
blood on
around
your
here.
hands. Shouldn't make
It's
much of a
refreshing.
difference, right? Whatever it takes to get your way. You're a psychopath.
Audrey, hang on. You still don't understand. Alex kidnapped your mother. No talking sense into that one. She always just runs away. No, she's not. Every word of it is true. If only she could see why none of that is a problem. It's just the way of the world. I must get word to the rescue team. Bis später. Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us.
The old vault sure was something. You know,
Should be starting to change things up around.
Business? No, we can save that for later. I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight. Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The Lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained. That's just it, though. This isn't just about me. Please, I'll continue. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together. You think I'm speaking of the past? No. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun. Insane? You think so little of me. Please, just listen for a moment longer. The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them. Not just like Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help. That is all I ask. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps. She knows there's more at stake than her childish passions. She may hate me to my very core. You may as well. But that doesn't change what needs to be done. Thank you. Now, is there anything else? You say that now, but when we succeed, when we fix all of this, well, I imagine she'll come around. We couldn't have come this...
I wonder if I could use... You think I'm happy doing this, James? Of course not. But what choice do we have? This isn't just about us. It's about everyone here in the vault. Everyone we've lost.
He's not just a liar. He's a killer, Audrey.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever.
Oh, it's you. We were just trying to figure out... I don't know... everything. We both know everything is far from okay. We need to put an end to this, soon.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment. We can alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition. My research on understanding the lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the lost. We think.
The risk is high, but the reward is too great to ignore. And we may have a missing piece now, for an extra edge.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to a sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template.
No. Which is why we run tests first. We aren't simply going to fire up the machine again and hope he's right. We need to be sure first.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
You won't need to do much. Just activate the device and keep it safe and stable. We can handle the rest from here. We're going to be reading the results as they're relayed back here. We'll be in communication via radio tuners on the devices as well. If this proves worthless, my father is going to have to... well, we'll deal with that when we know for sure. I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
If you break it, you repair it.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
There were other vaults than ours. Are you really that surprised?
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
We should probably start planning Alfie's funeral.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works, damn it.
Tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
I'm really gonna miss Alfie.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
Ready to smash! Someone there?
Running control test. This will show us how added storm energy under the machine's old configuration interacts with their cells.
Why waste our time on this? We just need to see the effects of the new configuration.
Control room, James. This is orders. Further agitated, volatile. They're much less stable than Uncle Hugo now.
Knowing that the thing that was bound to fail will fail. On to the next device. Over and out.
Our hypothesis is that the samples from the Lost will begin to behave closer to Uncle Hugo's. Come on, science. You can do it!
All of it can't.
They barely changed, but resemble from Father, even from across the They're moving toward it.
Let me see Hugo's. Dear Lord. It's not just that. They're mirroring it, following it. Almost like puppets on strings.
How is this even possible? Did Uncle Hugo know this would happen?
That bastard. He isn't planning to fix them. He's planning to bring them under his control. Sleazy, Vault-Tec scum. I knew it! I'm bringing him into custody. Now!
Oberlin, wait! James! Damn it, he's gone. You're still there, right? There's one more device. Please head there. We have to be sure this isn't some kind of fluke.
Audrey, we've got a problem. Bastard is gone.
What?
And you, get back here ASAP. Over and out.
Good, you're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time. Here's the sitrep. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing. He's going to activate the weather machine already. Faster. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed. The weather machine was already set to the parameters we just tested. This was a final trial run before the real deal. We can discuss our terrible choices later. We have to act now. There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now, up at the Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already left to try and stop him, but even with Cassidy, he's gotten too much of a head start. No, wait. We need to discuss what you'll do when you get there. I'll be brief. I need him alive.
The new animals up there. Any of them
Good.
for eating?
We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction. It'd be years... Do the right thing. Expect resistance, but remember, dismiss. Time for chatter is over. Get going, now.
I felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
Finally, I thought you'd never make it. He's locked me out, but I bought some time by disrupting the startup sequence. It's only a matter of minutes before he gets it up and running again, though. I can't believe it's come to this. I hate him. So fucking much! Yes, we are. For good. He needs to die. My God. Did I really just say that? This is really the only choice he's given me, isn't it? Oh, it's true. Please. He has to die. He can't do this again. You don't understand. Oberlin thinks we can still fix all of this. We're out of options. If he's left alive, he might break free. He's not just a monster. He's a Please. We need... me. I know I'm starting to sound like I'm losing it too, but this is the only way. I'll begin unlocking the doors to the top floor. Just make your way there. The area is crawling with Lost. I'll be in touch over the loudspeakers. Okay, that'll get you in. Just focus on the Lost while I work on the next grid. Got it. You're almost there. One more to go. Oberlin! God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity, so that's a promising sign. Wait, we still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We've got to hurry. What do you mean, kill him? Are you crazy? No, we need him alive.
James, it's too risky to keep him alive. He has to die. He has to.
Soldier, you know your orders. Do not let emotion guide you. We need him alive.
It's too late for that! Please, end this for good! It's open! Get in there!
My friend! Schön, dich wiederzusehen. I apologize for pulling the wool over your eyes earlier, but I should warn you, any attempt to I recommend turning back. Your naivety is beginning to lose its charm on me, you know. Do you not see? My darlings, she walked here with me. Do you not understand what this means? You are a child. Months ago, before we ever crossed paths, I ran this machine again. Oh, the results were unexpected. The storm, you see? The shattering of the land. I'm nothing if not consistent. I made great progress in my... Suddenly, she responded to my will. She followed my footsteps. In that moment of bliss, hand in hand, like school, I learned something important about the power I hold. I am a vessel for this storm. For now, perhaps. For months, I've pushed Hilda. I knew it was in me, the signal to shepherd them. I just needed to teach our machine to dance to my song. But truly, the last missing piece was... So, before we end this for good... Now, let's finish this, shall we? You know nothing. Free will? Violence is the only will you're... On guard. You just made the worst decision. We aren't finished just yet. Please, listen. There's another way. You don't have to end this. You can still help me, if only you'd see things my way for a moment. If only you'd see the sparkle in her eyes. There's hope. She is in there. They all are. I can be the bridge. I just need your help this one final time. That pull between us. Every footstep. Perfectly. So please. Just walk away. Get clear of this place and allow me to finish my work. I will make it worth your while if you just let me bring them all home again. They will be safe, with family again. This won't just transform them into the body. We will move together. Please, help. Cassidy. I'm sorry, love. I tried. End it then.
Don't even think about it! We need Hugo alive! You fool. Stay there. We may be able to extract more from him while he's still... Wait, Audrey. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, James. This madness ends here. All of it. It's over now. It's finally over. Power the machine down. I'll see you at the atrium. I need to be alone for a moment. Surely the name is a coincidence. It's a pretty popular name, after all. Nice job on finding the replacement part. Hey, I don't really know what to say right now. I never thought it'd end like this.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about.
You're right, but it's hard for me to believe that I'll ever be normal again. I've just got to keep going now, don't I?
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better?
You're right. They do need me. But I need... well, the people I need are all gone now. What am I talking about? This is what I asked for. What we all needed. There was no other way. And our problems aren't over. The Lost are still out there. The storm is still raging. We're gonna ride this thing out, no matter how tough it gets. You've done enough. I'm sorry. I should be more grateful. Truly, I wish I could be. But you're to blame for some of what transpired as well, whether you intended to or not. I think... No. No, I'm sorry. You're a victim of his manipulation, too. Thank you for the offer. But we need to stand on our own for a while. If that changes, I'll let you know. The first thing I'm going to do is work toward opening up the vault as a shelter. We're to blame for what's happened in the region. The least we can do is offer safety to those that wander here. From there, well, one thing at a time. I'm sorry for the part you were made to play in all this. But I'm glad it's over. Goodbye, outsider. Please don't talk to me right now.